And number two, there is no possibility for you to have a culture without having a language.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
So what I did was ask Google, can people have culture without having their own language? Yes, people can have culture without a distinct, unique language, but incredibly challenging because language and culture are deeply intertwined. But that's where Ebonics come into play, right? They say we don't got language, but they use English alphabets to create their words. Historical depth of language phase turning culture into a performative version of itself as seen with immigrant group. Maybe for y'all, it's like that.
But culture for me is not dance, food, clothing. Those are not cultures.
How culture persists without its own language. Shared practices, Black American traditions, food, music, art, and rituals can be preserved. The same stuff that he said don't count as culture. It's crazy. He's trying to move the goalposts on culture. Screw what you're talking. Community identity, right? Black Americans can still feel united by shared history, values, social structures, even if they speak a common language. My whole point is that we can have culture without our own language. Have Black Americans lost humor, deep concepts, specific relation terms, and unique world views? So we sustain our culture because even all of that, we put that in our art. We put that in our music. That's why we got the soul in our music. That's why we got so much soul in us, man. What we've been through. It's embedded in our music. It's embedded in our culture. It's embedded in our heart. Our culture is always about evolving, innovation, create new, resistant, revolution, right? Influential. We the most influential people on this motherfucking earth. Everyone culture appropriating us. It's not the other way around. Bruh, you can hear culture in some of our voices, the way we speak, because a lot of us speak with authority. And the ones that do probably have more compassion than anyone because they understand. They got that wit. Even all the TV shows we grew up watching, the Jefferson, the Cosby Show, it's a different word. Family Matters, Good Time. These shows was all about culture, overcoming struggle. Some of them did better with breaking stereotypes. Good Modern Family, Black American households like the Cosby Show. The stuff that those shows was about, that was based around our culture, sir. Hitting every hammer on the nail of culture. What are you talking about? It'd be the same people like you that don't know the difference between tradition and culture. See, let's take for instance, right? Juneteenth. Juneteenth is all about being emancipated. That's dealing with our culture, our past, right? Stuff we ain't been through, the being oppressed. But since it's a holiday for us, right? It became a tradition. So Juneteenth is a part of our culture and our tradition. That's two in one. Let's say family reunions. Family unions, part of our culture, right? But it's also a tradition from being under capitulation. That's why I say our culture is all about resistance and revolving, evolving. When I talk to you Africans, all y'all have is tradition. Y'all don't really have culture, you ask me. And it's primitive. Primitive traditions. Y'all are culture vultures. I see what he doing. He trying to project his culture onto us, but I'm finna tell you what he got us messed up at. Because we are more united than anybody in the world. We got how many United States, right? If each state was its own country, we'd have how many different countries in on this continent that's united, right? Speaking one language, right? We also can say same words that other people say and have totally different meanings. The way we say certain stuff, right? We all got a grandma or mama that'll look at you a certain way if you doing something that you ain't had no business doing. Like give you that look, you know you need to stop doing what the fuck you doing, right? So everything that it said that we need to have, if we didn't have our own language, if we was using another language, right? We hitting all those PowerPoints on the dot. This dude trying to project the way that they live in they tribalistic and divided ways. That's why they so messed up right now because they all they do is fight against each other over there, man. G sides. We have hearts over here. We compassionate. I know Black Americans are. regardless of what they push, the agenda and all this propaganda they push on us in the news and anything we do. Even them, they'll come over here and add on to that black statistic, right? They come over here and project that they black when they doing bad stuff, right? But when they doing good, they delineate real quick. See, they black when they doing bad stuff. They just add it to our statistics, right? Then they come over here and try to act like that we cause a separation. Man, y'all can't even get it together in your own country. Y'all can't even decide on what language y'all want to speak. You see what I'm saying? Y'all be talking about y'all black and most of y'all tribal tongues don't even have a word for black in y'all tribal tongues. Especially you Nigerians, y'all come over here and act like y'all the most blackest of black in there. Oh, well, I'm black because I'm African. Ain't got no word for black in your tribal tongue. As genuinely as I'm trying to be right now, trying to figure out what is African culture, especially this dude that's talking, right? Because he's from, where he from, Benin or something like that? Every time I see an African that's not in Africa trying to talk noise about our culture, right? I just see a runner. I see a fleer, right? Like that's part of their culture now. You diaspora, y'all are runners. We don't run to other people's countries running from our problem. We stand up and we resist, right? If something wrong going on here, we fought in every WAR in this month, right? And y'all is trying to run up underneath the same people that y'all blame, right? Y'all blame the West all the time, and then y'all come running to the West. What that sound like? House N-words, right? Bootlickers. I guess that could be included to y'all culture too. Bootlicker culture, house liquor culture. We are not the same. And this coming from a light skinned nigga.